like a Hellcat.
Hi everyone, Masterless here again and welcome back for another episode of Fortnite, which is a new game that we pre-ordered and are playing at the moment while it's in the sort of 3-4 day period before it's actually launched for everyone to play. Didn't pre-order it. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you very much for popping back and even viewing the video. Please drop a like or subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Much love for you to do that. And also, if any of you obviously like what you see and you think it's useful, please share on social media because it'd do me some massive favours, and honestly I'd just be really appreciative of that as well, for those of you that could. So really what I want to talk about in this episode is just a few of the things that I've learned so far from playing through Fortnite, and potentially just to share what probably won't be tips to people out there, but are certainly things that I've started to sort of pick up after a few hours playing it that that seem to help, seem to make sense, and have made my life a little bit easier at times for getting awards and whatnot. However, before we go into some of that, what I am going to do is I'm going to open these 5 upgrade llamas that I got as a result of getting some V-coins by filling up one of my collections, which I'll show you and sort of like explain to you in a second. So for now, let's give, and I love how they do this with their eyes as well, when you move your cursor around. I think that's pretty pretty cool. So anyway, let's see if we get any upgrades from these llamas. Opened one of these up earlier on, and I went to smack it with the bat the first time, and the thing turned silver. And then I went to hit it again, and it turned gold. And when the gold one broke open, I got some really awesome rewards out of it. So hopefully, we'll get those again and get some cool rewards. So let's just see. Okay, no upgrade for the first one.
Adios. Enjoy.
Okay, yeah, so you know that's not too bad. I'm happy with the leader we got there.
Swing.
Let's see if this one upgrades.
Oh yeah.
Nope, another one that doesn't upgrade yet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, some more survivors. Melee weapon as well. What's this thing? What's this? A rare axe schematic or a rare sword schematic? I think we're going to go for sword. Wow, okay, so not had that happen before. So I'm quite cool. I'm quite glad I got that in the video. Really never seen that where it gives you the choice of 2, so that's awesome. Let's go with this one and try.
Alright,
another one down.
well,
Survivor. Heavy wrench. And some more coins. So we've got some founders coins now as well, which I think means we can get one of the founder pinatas as well, which would be cool. And I think this is our last dude that we're going to get, so yeah, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get to see any upgrades in this video. But okay, that's not quite an amount of experience there. Oh no, okay, sorry, yeah, we've got one left. Let's see how it goes with this guy. Okay, yeah, just some more survivors. So this is actually quite useful because I can show you how the collections part works, which I want to do as part of this video, with the fact that we've just collated some things here that we're probably not going to use and can sort of cash in. So this summarizes obviously everything that we just got just there, which is kind of cool. I've been waiting for a sword for a while actually, because I got a new hero like literally half an hour ago, and I instant crate. So now claim, so I can get a launch. I can get a launch event llama. So let's go ahead and get a launch event llama.
What you're swinging around.
Let's see what we get out of this dude. Traps. Heck was that? An XP boost. So another hero, defender, an epic axe, and an epic survivor. Wow. Okay, so it's some pretty cool stuff that we just got out of there as well. Haven't had one of these before. An epic survivor, so that's really cool. So yeah, so while we're here, obviously I've been playing Fortnite now for the last day. I can't remember how many hours playtime on. Probably 10 to 12 hours maybe. Played it a lot longer last night than I should. But really, I just want to share with you a few things that have been helpful for me so far in getting more experience, better loot potentially as well at the end of quests and things. And yeah, I mean, they might not, as I've said, be benefit to everyone that watches, but if if in any way they help, then great, you know, because I'll put something out there that's at least mildly useful. So obviously when you're playing Fortnite, you've got your little menu bars at the top here. And one of the really important ones in here is the armoury, as this is sort of like the hub of where all of your items and survivors and teams, resources and everything goes. So I'm just going to say, obviously, gain your schematics, and anything with an exclamation mark is new, and these are things that you can just go ahead and craft with the various ingredients, obviously shown over each of them. These aren't crafted, by the way, from here in the menu in schematics. These are done as part of a level, when you're actually playing in a match or you're at your home base, for example. That's when you can actually manufacture these. Same goes for ammo, traps, and all the other bits that you've got your schematics for. So the heroes panel here obviously shows you the different heroes that you've unlocked. I mean, as you can see, I've not got many so far. I've got a female constructor, a male constructor, another male constructor, female soldier, and a female ninja, who's the one I've been really wanting to check out and to get a good sword or a good melee weapon for. So obviously it's great that we just got that, the cool axe and the sword as well out of those crates, so come back to that. But this is essentially where you find your hero info. And from here you can press V over any of them, as it mentions just at the bottom there, and you can then look to level them up. So if we just take her, for example, actually, I wonder if we can, evolve. No, so we still need to get. So something else I did notice as well is obviously, so take my female soldier here. She's now at level 10, so when I go to use the V button, the upgrading spec button on her, we can't level her up anymore. But this view evolution thing opens up here, and when I go on view evolution, it mentions that although I've got the required ingredients at the minute, I don't have the skill tree unlocked to be able to evolve them. So if I wanted to see where that skill actually is, what I could do is go to the skills tab up here, and it should be in the skill tree, one of those tiers there. I'm not going to look for it right now, but yeah, that's how that would go. So just pop back into Armoury. So yeah, obviously you've got your hero screen. You can filter them by the different types at the top as well. You can retire them if you've got duplicates and you don't need them, and that then adds them to your collections and gives you some XP as well if you have given them some. So as it mentions, if, for example, we went to retire one of them, if you've leveled them up at all, you'd get some of that experience back for you to use on your other heroes as well afterwards, which is quite cool. So your defenders are essentially the guys that can act as NPCs in games where you expand your storm shield at your home base. So at the moment I've just got this one dude here, a bruiser, helping me, so he's about melee. So if I give him a weapon for one of the expanding the storm shield missions, he'll obviously use that weapon on the husks that are attacking us as well. You can build up a team, so you know, I've got a sniper as well, so you've got one sniper and one melee at the moment, and they just help you out basically. It's kind of like you're playing co-op, but obviously with some NPCs. And again, on any of these guys you can upgrade and inspect them with the V key. So if you take this guy here, at the minute, so he's level 1 out of 10 currently, and is a rare defender, so he's 1 out of 4 stars. The stars are, I believe, to do with evolution, and when you can evolve one of them you can get them sort of the next star up. But yeah, if you wanted to level it up, obviously just press level up, confirm it, and that's it then, done. And when you level these guys up as well, they can help towards your overall home base power and contribute as well as you get stronger. So back to the rest of the menu. So you've got your defenders. Now you've got here all of your survivors. So you can have a look through these people. I've got 2 legendary and 1 epic at the moment. They're the ones that I got out of the gold pinata that I mentioned to you before, which is one of the upgrade llamas that turned into gold after having turned into silver. So again, from here you can compare them with each other, you can choose to retire them, and you can upgrade and inspect them as well. And yeah, sort of pretty much the same as the heroes in the defender screen really. Transform, haven't unlocked this yet. So again, as you can see, it takes us to the skill tree, which we've only worked up to here at the minute, and we need to get to there to be able to use this. So can't really go into any detail for that in a minute. Resources simply shows you what resources and things you've got that you can use at the minute. So I've got some teammate XP boosts and some of my own XP boosts, and just experience I can use to upgrade things as well. Now this is one here that some of the people I've played with haven't actually checked this out yet, and I really think they've been missing out, because this is where I've definitely got the best rewards from the game from so far, is in the collection book. So I checked this out early on today actually, and if I go in the collection book, so what it does is it breaks down for you into the different categories, things that you can have and that you can own, you know, ranging from survivors, heroes, weapons, traps, whatever, it's all in here. And essentially you've got collections that you can almost like as trading cards, trade them in to fill up that slot in the collection. So if I just go to people, because I know I did a few of these, so ones that are highlighted here, I've already sort of added those to the collection, and when you do that you get XP boost up here in this bar, and you do get rewards at the end of each level, and it tells you sort of what your upcoming rewards are that you can get as well. Obviously you can see that I'm going to get a chest, and then what looks like, I think that's a research skill point there as well, maybe at level 9. But obviously you're going to have to pick and choose in the earlier game, because I'm still in the really early game at the minute, and I don't particularly fancy adding to the collection any of my stronger survivors yet until I've built up quite a few of them. But it does also tell you on here with the numbers how many you can add to the collection as well. I mean, as you can see, I can add some uncommon survivors at the moment. Don't really want to do that just yet. And yeah, you can also add your lead survivors. And as you make your way down, obviously you can add the, you know, you can check for the numbers and see whether you can add various things to the collection, get your experience bar up, and you do get some super rewards. So as an example, earlier on, I got 500 of the V coins in this, which has allowed me to get those 5 upgrade chests that you saw me open at the start of the episode. So anyone out there that hasn't yet checked out the collection book in your armoury tab, and you've been playing the game for a good few hours, chances are you've got a lot of things that you can drop in there to collect some rewards from as well, so that could prove really useful for you to use. Now, aside from that, obviously I'm not going to run through all of the tabs because a lot of them are self-explanatory. Skills are simply your skill trees, but worth noting that on each of these, if you hover over to the right, you've got an option here to unlock the next skill tree, the tier 2, and with the same for tier 3 and 4. And same with research as well. So you start here, your research points build up over time, literally whether you're online or offline, they built up overnight for me last night. And then you can collect them, and you get what you've got stored added to your total research points there, and you can then put them towards, I mean, I need 800 for that one there. If I wanted to, I could get this at 375. So the ones that are highlighted in green are ones that you can get, and obviously ones that aren't are ones that you're going to have to save up a little bit more for. Store, loot, again, self-explanatory. Loot's fun. This is where you go to get your llamas and to smash them open as well. Quests is, again, really helpful screen, because obviously you can see a breakdown of some of the missions and things that you have at the moment and the rewards that you get for them. So for example, if I help my friends defend or defend my storm shield, I get 50 V-Bucks for completing 2 storm shield defences. And again here, I get 50 V-Bucks again if I complete 3 missions as well, which I'm guessing is, you know, any old mission. So it is worth noting in terms of some of the tips that I've had is, and I'm going to probably see if I can maybe, I'm not sure whether I should play a level or just sort of like explain it here. But it's also things that I've found that are really worth doing as well. Is if you, when you're playing the level and it's got to the point where you've activated the Atlas or whatever it is that you're doing at the time, and you're getting attacked by the husks, use, so in fact now I'll log in and show you the bars so you sort of know what it is that I'm looking for. So I'm just going to join the lobby for this mission. We'll get into a quick match. And I'll just talk you through some of the helpful points that I've noted. Or not helpful, you probably already know, like I said anyway, and I'm, you know, probably not helping you out in any way, but yeah. I figured that because I've got a few things that some of my friends who started playing the game have asked me about, you know, I may as well look to share that with anyone else out there that it could also help. So we've got a full squad now, so we're going to go for this. We're going to launch. I've got open gadget slots apparently. I have no idea what the gadget slots are used for just yet, so I'm going to check those out afterwards. Gadget slots. Well, if anyone watches this and you can explain what the gadget slots are used for, please let me know. We'll exchange info. Yeah, you probably all know a lot more than I do about this game, given that I've not even had it for 24 hours. But yeah, like I said, if anything that I say helps anyone out there at all, great. You know, it's been of some use to someone. So obviously we're on a level now. Now what you can see is underneath the map at the top right hand of the screen, you've got those 3 bars, and each of those at the moment have like a bronze star at the end of them. Now as you saw there, I just added 2 points to that, one at the very bottom, which is the gathering or the mining bar. And what these actually are as the players in the map and on your team go around the map and you harvest things, or you gather resources, or you get into combat, those bars will go up. And how high those bars are at the end of each mission determines how good the loot chest is that you get for completing the mission. Now, if for example I demolish this piano, you'll note that I got 1 point in the mining bar. Just do it again with the stalls. If you watch the mining bar, there you go, +1 from me. Now, if I search something, however, see how that's a +2. So if you actually want to try and speed up how quickly you do this and contribute towards that as a team, try searching things rather than destroying them, because you might have a little bit more luck that way. We've got some ammo there, which is cool. So the other two bars, the bar at the very top relates to combat, and that is that really the more damage your team does as you play the game, the higher the bar is going to go. And yeah, again, the better loot that you'll get at the end of the mission. I'm just going to go upstairs here and see what else we can search. I tend to search things first before I worry about like mining and harvesting for stuff. My resource situation's not too bad at the minute, so yeah, that's quite cool. Probably also just worth mentioning while I'm in the game and I'm searching through some of these bits here, that if ever you're low on ammo or you start to run out of weapons and you're playing in a map, or a match like obviously as I am right now, if you press I and access your inventory, you can at any point choose to craft your schematics if you've got the ingredients, which it sort of shows you what they are there on the left hand side. So obviously I don't have the ingredients for some of these, and it's got the sort of little cross through the hammer there, and others you can. Same goes for ammo. So if I wanted to make some ammo, for example, if I just let's make some of this, obviously I'm making that right now, and that also applies to any of the trap schematics that you've got as well. All the items that you've picked up, and you can drop them as well. So you can hover over something, press X, and then you can drop that and pass that to friends or other people that you're playing with as well if you want. Appreciate that I'm not doing very much at the minute in the game because I'm trying to talk to you a bit. So also, out of those three bars, so the top one's the combat, the bottom one is the mining, which you can now see. The mining, okay, just going to help this guy out here. He's struggling a bit. So if we go for some headshots, we've got a bit more damage now. So if you watch that damage bar, what you should see is as I'm fighting these guys, that damage bar goes up. So I've got +11 there for the big dude. Just going to carry on helping this survivor guy out back here. Be too long until this is done. Just get right close up to him to make sure he gets some big damage. And then hopefully we'll get a reward then off the survivor if we saved him. If we save him. So getting quite a few zombies or husks attacking this thing. Save the survivor dude. Just build some stairs too high. Jump up. There we go.
We need more people.
So that
like
dude's
you.
now saved, and I get a reward and get some materials, as you can see, just there. So that's the survivor done. So as you can see, because of the combat that I just got in then, and that top combat bar, which is also now on bronze, has gone up maybe like 40% or so. But yeah, you got obviously a feel for how that works just then. And the second one down, which is the building tab, if I just drop some random floors down, so you should see that each one of these that I build takes up that middle thing as well. So weapons and hotkeys, you've got your F1 keys, your function keys, F1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 in order to start building, or you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to obviously choose between your weapons, with 1 always usually being this, the pickaxe to gather stuff with. I think this is where I came from before. Yes it is. So you've also got tab, which brings up like a sort of slightly see-through maps, Diablo style map here as well, which can again be pretty useful. You can also press M to get like a non-see-through one up that when you stop moving, it's pretty much the same function really. And it's also worth noting that, so when I was in the combat just then, if you notice that you get more damage for dealing headshots obviously than you do body shots on the husks. Now the other day I experimented with a rocket launcher that I'd found in the game to see what effects that has on the combat meter when in a battle. and it actually looks as though that meter does not go by how many husks you actually kill. It goes by the amount of damage that you do to husks as you fight them. So when I was using the rocket launcher, at times I was doing like 400 damage to each husk when they were together in groups as well. So obviously that was a lot of damage all dealt at the same time. And that actually then meant that the combat bar went up to silver ridiculously quickly, and we managed to then get it up to gold. The downside of that, of course, is unless you've got some schematics for these really powerful weapons and can make them whenever you want, which I actually didn't have. I'm just going to insert something there. Which I actually didn't have. I just found the rocket launcher. So the rocket launcher, I actually lost it once I'd used it because I couldn't build it again. So you want to be careful sometimes with when you use those really powerful weapons. For example, if it's just you using one of those weapons and no one else does for the combat stage, chances are that you're going to still not get gold with only you going for it, and you'll of course lose your weapon and your ammo as well. If, however, you've got 4 people playing together or working together, or you're playing with friends and you're playing co-op, if all 4 of you use your most powerful weapons that you've got, that will allow the combat bar, hopefully, to get up to gold and for you to get some really good loot chests as well off the back of that. Now, it's also worth mentioning too that when you see those bars turn gold, it doesn't yet mean that you've actually got the gold reward or that you've achieved gold. The bar has to get all the way up to the top of the meter. So if your bar's say 50% gold and you've gone past silver, you'll still only get the silver medal at the end of the level for that. So you want to remember that obviously when you're looking to make sure you get gold, because I've seen some people get, like halfway or a little bit up and then they've given up because they've assumed they've got it, only of course to find out at the end of the level that they haven't. So yeah, just be wary of that when you're playing it too. Just make sure that you remember that if you're going for the full gold rewards. Best loot crate I've got so far, I think, is level 4. Haven't seen a level 5 or got a level 5, so you can't really comment. I haven't had 3 golds yet. I think I've only ever had like 1 gold bar completely full. So again, I can't really comment on how easy or hard it is to do. Let's just take these guys out. There we go, some nice damage there with some headshots. That should take the combat. Give us a nice head start for when we do enter the actual combat phase. Okay, this is cool, so we've got one of the mini games now. So these mini games involve you shooting this dude, this little troll thing. It's like whack a troll. And eventually, once you've done him enough times, you get a reward from him for doing it. Sometimes you get bombs that pop up, which if you shoot those, they explode. Missed him. Again. So there's the reward. So it's normally not very great. Let's see what we get. 15 metal. But you do get 2 of the blue glows normally as well. So yeah, as you can see, we've got those. So now what we can do is find one of the machines that you can put the blue glow in order to get bonuses for you or your team. That's one of no, hang on, is that one or not? Search these. Searching stuff's also great for getting ammo, by the way, rather than harvesting it. If you harvest this, you're not going to get any ammo, of course, whereas if you search it, you can. You do get some random loot locations in this game as well. I got some bacon out of a toilet the other day, which surprised me. Didn't know that was something that could destroy anomaly. Okay. So I've got to destroy this anomaly, and I get blue glow that seems to have fired up somewhere. Maybe these things. There we go, that's them down. I'm not sure what these. Wait, what are these things? Do we have to get these or something? See if these are.
Add blue glow to the atlas.
Oh, there we go. Let's destroy that and see what happens.
That's enough blue glow.
Oh, so this is just telling you where those things have gone to.
Now
So
build defenses around the atlas and activate
let's
it when you're
destroy
ready.
these things and get some blue glow. I haven't done these before actually. Didn't know that these were actually even a thing. So I'm going to need to destroy the tree to get to this one. Again, I'm just playing with randoms at the minute. I've been playing with my friends a bit, but in order for me to just do this episode, I think it's probably easier if just I'm talking instead of having a few people on the mic. Should be able to get to this one fairly easily. we can get this thing. Okay, so we've got another reward. There we go, just some random parts. They're decent rewards though, actually. And of course we've got blue glow. So because we've got so much blue glow now, what we probably could do with doing is to find one of those machines that gives the team a boost. And actually, we should also work on
Eyes on target.
getting some more combat points, taking these guys out too.
Starting now.
Also worth mentioning, the closer they get, the more damage that you do. So try and let the zombies or husks get as close to you as you can before you take them on. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, is that another anomaly? I think. Oh, someone started the Atlas as well. It's probably not. Oh, although the reward is ammo for that one. Yeah, I'm just going to get some more ammo. This will help with mining as well, and building. So I'm going to have to build, I'm guessing, to get up to the parts again. So let's get some down and collect these. Just using wood in a minute because it's probably easiest to gather grabbing it through some trees. That's one. Two. And then we will go and help out the team and get some extra combat damage in a sec once we've got these. Okay, so they're on silver for combat as well, which is cool. Where's the last one of these things? Is this it? No, oh no, it's over here. So we've got all 3 bars into silver at the minute. We haven't completed silver yet for any of them, so obviously that's something I'm going to try and help with when I join the combat in a minute. Just going to grab this ammo and see what we get. Oh, we've got some more zombies in here that we can help. Do some combat damage too. There we go. Oh! Supplies there. There you go. That's those guys done. Just wait for these bees to clear.
Fort is falling.
The fort is falling? What are my teammates doing? Let's grab this. We need to find a team boost thing as well for the guys so we can all benefit. Again, these nodes are quite helpful, so you can see this node here and get these in caves and stuff as well. They usually give you metal and some ore a lot of the time as well, which can be really useful. I'm going to collect this stuff and see if there's any boost things we can find that we can use this on. How about the team? They're not doing too bad for combat at the moment, it looks like. Oh wait, come on. Come on, you're kidding me, right? There we go. Alright, let's go help out the guys. Right, let's stand up here. How is the fort taking damage? What are these guys doing? Okay. I think I'm probably just going to stay down here with my shotgun and just work on blasting them all away. Notice on the minimap you get your little red markers as well for the enemies that help show you which way the enemies are coming from, which of course is useful. Again, I should probably be a lot closer to these guys to get the maximum out of it, but okay, here's switch to this gun now. More damage. Trying to go for constant headshots, of course, as well. Make sure that you get those extra points. I don't think we're going to make silver for anything more than combat in this. I mean, it's not too bad. I'd rather have it for combat than nothing more. But yeah, so you get an idea now as to obviously the fact that I'm trying to stay close to where they're spawned from. Obviously so that I can get as close as I can with my shots. They do alter where they come from. In fact, just to make this a little easier, clear this stone out of the way. And then put a ramp up the top there. Okay, more piece, more piece. Right, there we go. I don't think I have to worry too much. I think we will get silver for combat in this, actually. So, I'm not too bothered about getting too close to them. I'm just going to keep blasting away with them for now. Switch to... let's try this. Get some real heavy damage going. So this does 110 damage without it being a headshot. So, oh, hello. That's going to be ideal. Okay. There we go. Nice bit of damage. And on her. Oh, hang on. What hit me there? Okay. Oh, I missed the headshots there. Yes, we've nearly made silver for the combat now, which is cool. Take these things out. Oh, they destroyed my brick staircase. Sad times. Got a team day bonus there as well, which is cool. We have now obtained silver for combat. Some of these guys. I think one of my quests at the moment is to kill some prosecutions and some grenades, so get that going as much as I can. Oh, wait, just run out of ammo. Let's build some more of the ammo. Get rid of this guy. Being annoying while trying to make some more ammo. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Okay. Now we're cooking on gas. We're getting some decent points, actually. It's a shame that we didn't give this a little bit more effort on the combat, because we probably could have made gold as well with the damage that some of these guys are doing. That ninja person on our team looks like they're quite strong. We've got the cool high jumps as well, the ninjas. Yeah, someone else using a powerful gun as well now, which is cool.
30 seconds left to go.
Okay. I think we've nearly got this. We've definitely got the mission, but so see if I can show you what I mean now. So you can see for this combat, obviously the bar at the top is now gold, we need 2 bars of silver. I predict that will probably get us maybe a high level 3, possibly level 4 loot. I'm not going to hold my breath for level 4 though. It's quite possible that we'll get level 3. But you'll see how it works anyway. You'll see the bonuses that you get and things for the way in which we played the mission. Didn't do too badly actually. It's a good bunch of players. My backpack's looking pretty full, so you can see at the left there, it's just disappeared now, but got 54 out of 55 backpack spaces. So you could probably do with dropping or using some of that stuff in the next mission. So we've got Fight the Storm, so we didn't come top in any of the categories on there. Didn't do too badly for combat though. Decent score overall. Hopefully we'll get skill point as well. Should get here, and maybe some bonus. Yeah, a little bit of boost experience and daily bonus. We nearly got 2 skill points, which is cool. And this comes to the loot bit. So what it does now is it adds up each of these bonuses, as you can see, and they each contribute to the standard of chest that you're going to get. We're up to level 3, probably going to stay there. Yeah, high level 3. So it's not too bad. So now we can see what we're going to get. So once you've got your loot, you don't actually open it there and then. It lets you do it when you return to the play screen, which we're going to do in a sec. Probably get a photo of some survivors and some XP from this. Yeah, there we go. Photo of the survivors and some XP. So yeah, that was a quick run through of the level with just a few of the tips in it. So just to recap some of those is try and search things to get you 2 points instead of not. I also experimented the other day on one of the expanding the storm shield missions, which happen at your home base. With if you build structures in the base, you do get the building points for it within those bars. If you then chop down what you've just built with a pickaxe, you don't lose what you gain from having built it, but you do get mining points. So technically, at the start of one of those levels, you could get, if you're playing in a team, maybe a couple of the guys building loads of structures and the other couple mining those structures after they've been built. And if you want to boost up those 2 bars before you start the combat to give you a better chance of getting some good loot, and that might be worth checking out and trying as well. Obviously, now that we've completed that mission, we've unlocked a skill point, which you can see at the top there. So what we can now do is obviously, choose to put that somewhere. We can go first team alpha squad slot. That's a potential good place to go. In fact, yeah, we're going to get that. We're also going to collect our research points. I need 800 research points if I'm up to at the minute. So we'll work on that. Got some friends online. There's Des, my wingman, who again you saw in the last episode. I think Des is playing at the moment with another one of his friends who's actually also called Rob. So it looks like the 2 Robs may be playing. I'm trying to think of anything else that you want to that's worth mentioning as well while we're here. Oh yeah, so the squads is definitely worth mentioning on this screen. So what I've found out is obviously you've got different types of squads. You've got Expedition, Defender and Survivor here. We do have an expedition out at the moment, and the expeditions essentially involve you telling you how long it's going to take to do it and when does the mission expire. You can then, I can't because I've already got someone out on an expedition, but if you pick one that you want, so you need some brick or you need some wood, you'll be able to select that mission, choose Prepare Expedition at the bottom right there, and then choose your characters that go on the mission to come back to base with the resources that you're actually going for. Defender squads, as I've mentioned, these are what help you at your home base, so when you're getting attacked. And you've also got your survivor squads here. So you've got different parties and different squads, which I've just started experimenting with, and you do get certain bonuses from using different characters in here. And it looks as though the overall formation of these teams, depending on obviously their type. So you get fortitude over here from them. I've got some offense here, some tech and some resistance. They all then combine together to give you extra bonuses. So as it mentions there, slot survivors into squads to increase fortitude, offense, resistance and tech stats and gain extra bonuses. So we've gone ahead and done that, which is massively started to help us out in some of the missions. More damage, more health, and other cool bits. So I've unlocked another slot now in the Fireteam Alpha, so I can go ahead and put, who should I put in here? I'll probably go for this Epic Survivor. So as you can see, my offense has now gone up to 51, and my rating has now gone up to 8 at the top there instead of 7, which it was just on at the moment. So again, that just gives you, it contributes to what's called your home base power, which is really, as my understanding of it, is like your strength, how strong you are in the game or how high a level you are kind of thing. Yeah, so that's that. How much time are we on? Yeah, it's probably going to be a good length for an episode. So, yeah, I appreciate we've not really done that much this episode. It's mostly been me talking, but I just wanted to try just some really, really random, loose, general tips for when you're playing Fortnite. There are tons of others that I'll have to scatter and do over other episodes as well. I'm going to be playing this game quite a lot, so yeah, hopefully you'll be tuning back in and seeing how I get on in the missions. If anyone wants to play with me, go ahead, drop me a comment on YouTube or message me on Twitter, and be happy to play some co-op with you all out there as well. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Really, really, really would appreciate thumbs up and subscriptions and shares on social media as a bonus. Honestly, that would just, yeah, that'd mean a lot. And thanks very much for coming back again to watch another Fortnite video. Until next time, have a great day. See you all then. Bye bye.